Hello, my fellow YouTubers. Here we are on a beautiful, cold. Woke up today to 30 degrees. St. Augustine, Florida. Yep. Not like being up in the middle or the far north of the country, but I'm sure everybody's get their spurts. Here we are, Alkaline wheel. Things are starting to dry out on their own. I'll probably tomorrow have some time. I'll take this puppy apart and I'm going to think about a different dielectric. Instead of this cardboard, I might just use wood, like a Luan, like a real small, thin type of wood. Might be a better product to use. Then we'll figure out what, I know Ed had it all cemented, so it was sealed inside. I mean, I could tell on the inside of his wheel. Couldn't tell it had, I mean, he didn't do oil, so this is all like new. But he had it, all right, let's just say this. Logically thinking, Alkaline's wheel had cement on the insides. For what frickin' reason? When I'm turning this wheel, okay, the only thing I'm really concerned about is when you get this going like this, that one of these magnets are going to fly out and hit my hip and break my hip, or hit me hard or something. You know what I mean? They're going to, something's going on. So cementing them is the thing to do. But not on the inside, just on the outside. So if you're going to cement them on the inside, there's a couple things I would think that the reason I would cement the inside. One is to encapsulate it so water don't leak out. Bam, okay? Second would be to don't let water leak out. Bam! And that was the only reason I could think why I would put. But also there's on this, from this ring here coming down, he's got cement. So because you know I'm all about that bass. Yeah, dog. So it's all about, he has something covered up in here. And if you notice there, he has those spheres. He's got two main ones with the key coming off of it, and he's got like these other ones. I don't know if they come into play or not, but so obviously they're connected to this outside copper ring, because if you're going to create a spark gap here from the center, which is connected all the bottom portion and then through these bolts, you know, you're going to need to be able to come out of the center and spark across to this way and then spark across to the top. So yeah, so I think the inside was concreted because of liquids. One thing I wanted to talk about tonight that I've never really talked about. I didn't think it was really part of what I do. But the more I think about it, it's more part of it than I ever thought. So what I do is I distill water, and I use the sun to distill. And what the water does when it's distilled, it evaporates. So basically it leaves all the minerals and everything that's in that water, and it separates the charges in the water for it to be evaporated. Because when it's a liquid base, it can't just lift up and just disappear. It's got to be broken down in some sense, just like the clouds do. You know, the clouds take that water from the ground, it takes one charge of it and sends it back up to the clouds and the atmosphere, and the other charge stays low. So basically evaporation does the same thing. And the point I'm getting to is once it's evaporated, it's basically the clouds have water. When they're filled up, not with water, but they're filled up with, the lower part is a negative charge, and a higher part of the cloud is a positive charge. And when they're so filled up, the bottom of the cloud gets dark, and all of a sudden it blows out and it drops water drops. So what the process is, it's acid that's dropping down to the ground to balance out the earth being so much with alkalinity that it needs that acid to balance itself out, to keep in balance of what's the changes are on the planet. So as it travels through the ground, it pretty much picks up minerals at that point, and it becomes a mineral base. It picks up some alkalinity. Most of the time it doesn't, unless it's coming across creeks and maybe different parts of the planet that it'll pick if it's going through calcium or stuff like that. So basically the water that we consume has been processed through city municipalities and whatever it may be. So when you do take a test strip, my challenge to every listener I have, and to everyone who listens to this video, take a pool test strip, pee on it. And my challenge to all you guys is to convert your acidic body into an alkaline body. You'll see that between the age of 26 to 32 years old, something in your body changes, and it's called your metabolism. And your metabolism, when it starts changing, it's part of its process is to release secretions of alkalinity through your pancreas, and it's done through your liver and different assortments of parts of your body that's governed by pulses, okay, positive or negative pulse. Remember, our bodies are electrical systems, guys. There's no magic to our bodies. The magic is that we don't understand it. And what we do understand is we just have trial and error type of situations. So, going back to the water, when you become acidic, your body at that moment or time or whatever it may be will start to keep its balance. Just like the planet Earth, it'll destroy itself. So basically, your body, to keep a natural pH, a 7.4 is your average pH of a body, okay? And to keep a natural pH, it has to take minerals that you're not providing it with. So whether, like back in the day, the farmers used to rotate their crops, so a lot of the vegetables you would eat would have more mineral base to it. Nowadays, they don't really rotate the crops so much, and then they make, GMOs and just stuff like that. So it's all about the product and the volume of the product they make. So if you think logically, the minerals that you're lacking in your body, which basically can come from the water, we'll get to that point, pretty much your body will start attacking itself. It'll take iron from, if it is lacking of iron, it'll take it from your blood. And basically, the iron in your blood, its main job is to provide oxygen to your body. So if you notice you're low on oxygen in your body, what's that tell you, guys? Take some vitamins that have iron in it, because it'll put more iron in your body. What it'll do? Bring more oxygen. So common sense stuff, you guys. I don't know nothing, but what I do know is I do things that I enjoy, and one is making water. Secondly is Alkaline. Thirdly is, never talked about him either, my favorite guy is, I got three majors, and the first guy ever brought to me before Alkaline and Tesla would be Wilhelm Reich. I am organic, inorganic. I see inorganic. Inorganic, organic. I live it my whole life. So the water thing to me has been 2 years in venture, just like everything else I'm doing here. Pretty much the back to the water. So it'll steal from your body. And that's where you see elderly people getting like, osteoporosis, because your body's attacking calcium from the bones. And your body's made up of 65 minerals. And pretty much, trust me, when your body's lacking any of those minerals, it'll attack the body to balance itself out. So as of the age of 28 to 32, no longer is your body in charge of itself, you are. And look what we do to our body. We age quickly. We lack it of all kinds of minerals and the things that it does need. So I'm into this kind of stuff, as well as like maybe some sound and volume, and used to be, into music and stuff. So basically, the thing about the water is, so go back to it. So when the water drops aesthetically from the cloud, hits the ground, its process, by the time it goes through asphalt, ground,